If you can find a spot, make sure you really look at the meter. This one right here says you can only park for 4 hours. A block away, it's just 15 minutes. Since John has been born, his condition has been hard on his family, but the Turkey Bowl is the perfect opportunity to bring everyone together to raise money, support, and awareness for the cause. As you can see here tonight, there were hundreds of people that came out to support the Jimmy Fund. There were cancer survivors, friends, and benefactors who all helped to make this night so successful. So Dave, we're out here at the Beach Grounds Park in South Hadley, where it's the opening of a free public ice skating rink. It's a bit nippy, but we've got some skaters out here who are braving the cold. I'm actually here with Risa Alexander, who's here with her daughter, and she is taking advantage of this free opportunity. So how's it been since you've been out here?
Actually, it's been great. If you keep moving, it's not so cold. And my daughter's 3.5, and she's just learning to skate, so she's really enjoying the opportunity to skate here. We live nearby, so it's nice to have a place to skate.
Perfect. And tell me a little bit about the bucket.
Well, we actually picked that up at Homeschool Skate at UMass. They provide buckets for the children to help them learn as they're getting started, and it seems to have given her quite a bit of confidence, so we're going to stick with it for a little while. She's already getting brave enough to push it away and skate up to it, and push it away and skate up to it, so I think we'll graduate from it at some point in the near future.
That's amazing. She's been doing a great job. Keep it up. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Have fun. So Dave, like I said, it's a free ice skating rink. It's open to the public. It'll be open every day during daylight hours until February 24th. So come on down, bring your skates, and have a good time. Back to you.
All right.
Parking meters. Every city has them. And if you're lucky enough to grab a spot, you might save a few bucks versus parking in a garage.
I've driven around a couple of times, around 2-3 times around the block, because it was in the winter, it was cold, and I didn't want to park in the garage.
But spots aren't always easy to find in downtown Portsmouth, and the times vary. If you can find a spot, make sure you really look at the meter. This one right here says you can only park for 4 hours. A block away, it's just 15 minutes.
I've seen tourists come back with shopping bags full of stuff to their car and find a ticket on it.
But what if there was one day a week when you could park at any meter in the city free of charge for as long as you wanted?
City Councilor Esther Kennedy, she suggested that we find a way to be able to have free parking in Portsmouth, downtown Portsmouth included, for several months during the winter.
Right now, the meters are free until noon on Sundays, and the Hanover Street parking garage is free to Portsmouth residents with a proper form of ID. But this new ordinance could bring a lot more traffic to the city during the weekend. If visitors knew parking was free for everyone at meters on Sundays.
Getting people to be able to come to Portsmouth and enjoy Portsmouth without having to put money in the meters and worry about that.
The idea for free parking on Sundays was brought before the City Council this past Monday. City Manager John Behenko said he would need to determine the potential cost to the city and present that information to the City Council at its next meeting before moving forward. In Portsmouth, Ariana Sandillo, NH1 News.
It has the appearance that he has something to hide. It has that appearance.
The investigation into deleted documents and emails by former Chicopee Mayor Michael Bissonnette is heating up.
It's unfortunate that the administration has to start off this way.
I think this, by having the documents and everything missing out of the mayor's office and actually around the entire city hall, it's a travesty, and it's something that should be looked into very carefully.
Nearly 30,000 emails were deleted from the mayoral computer when Mayor Richard Koss took office, in what he says is a violation of state law. Tonight, the mayor held his inaugural ball, and no one wanted to ruin the positive atmosphere by talking about the scandal.
Clearly, it's interfered with moving forward as quickly as we like without having files and having to look sort of backwards as well, at the same time trying to look forward.
We did sit down with former Mayor Michael Bissonnette earlier today, and he says that all the files are right there if you know where to look for them.
Those emails are there. They're also recoverable on the hard drive, which wasn't touched on the desktop computer, as long as the server is not touched. And I have no reason to believe that anybody would have messed with the server here. Those records are easily obtainable.
Mayor Koss's office has asked the Attorney General, the Office of Inspector General, and the District Attorney to look into the case. But there is no word yet on when that official investigation will begin. In Chicopee, I'm Ariana Sandillo, ABC 40. John Kenny wasn't even a day old when he was diagnosed with Sturge-Weber syndrome. 8 years later, he's still fighting. And his family is changing up Thanksgiving tradition a bit, just for him.
This started 6 years ago. Myself and a couple of buddies had an idea of, what do you do on Thanksgiving morning, while the turkey's in the oven and nothing's going on, and we decided to get together and have a football game, and what better idea to add to that than to raise money for a worthy cause.
Sturge-Weber is an extremely rare condition of the brain which can cause seizures, strokes, and other problems. This annual Turkey Bowl helps to raise money for the cause.
He's got a port wine stain on his face, which is like a giant birthmark, and he's got some brain issues going on. In fact, he's been pretty good for a few years, and just a couple of weeks ago he had his first seizure in 6 years.
Since John has been born, his condition has been hard on his family, but the Turkey Bowl is the perfect opportunity to bring everyone together to raise money, support, and awareness for the cause. Football, food, drink, music, and crafts were all part of the family fun event. Nearly 400 people showed up to show their support for John and his family, and every amount raised goes straight to help finding a cure.
Every single cent goes to the Sturge-Weber Foundation, which was started in 1986 by a parent like myself who had a child with Sturge-Weber and had nowhere to go for answers.
This Thanksgiving, there were hundreds of things to be thankful for at the Kenny household.
The more people that know about Sturge-Weber, the more people that we can find a cure for, the more people that can spread the word.
In West Springfield, I'm Ariana Sandillo, ABC 40.